The phone buzzed on the kitchen counter, its screen glowing like a beacon in the dim morning light. My heart lurched as I read the notification. A legal document, cold and formal with my name in bold. A restraining order. From her. My wife Claire, who'd kissed me goodbye just yesterday, her lips soft but distant, like a ghost slipping through my fingers. The words blurred. Prohibited from contact, 500 feet, immediate effect, and my knees buckled, the linoleum cold against my palms. How did we get here? What had I missed in the rhythm of our life, the quiet mornings, the shared silences? I stood frozen, the scent of burnt coffee filling the air, the pot hissing on the stove. My mind raced, replaying last night's argument. Her voice, sharp but trembling, accusing me of being distant, controlling. Me controlling? I'd spent years bending to her whims. Late nights at her art gallery openings, her creative phases, that left me alone with takeout and unanswered texts. But the restraining order? It felt like a knife, precise and deliberate, slicing through 12 years of marriage. My chest tightened, a mix of rage and confusion, but beneath it, a gnawing fear. What was she hiding? The first hint had come weeks ago, subtle as a crack in glass. Her phone, always face down now, buzzed late at night. Work, she'd mutter, her fingers quick to swipe away notifications. I'd rationalized it. Her gallery was thriving, clients were demanding. But then there were the lipstick stains on her collar, a shade too vibrant for her usual palette, and the faint musk of unfamiliar cologne clinging to her scarf. I'd laughed it off, told myself I was paranoid. Love does that, builds a fragile shelter of denial. But now, staring at the legal notice, that shelter crumbled. I drove to the park near our house, the one where we'd picnicked as newlyweds, the grass still damp with dew. The restraining order burned in my pocket, but I obeyed it, staying far from our home. I sat on a bench, the wood splintered under my hands, and tried to piece it together. Claire's late nights, her sudden trips to clear her head. The way her eyes darted away when I asked about her day. Each memory was a shard, sharp and glinting, forming a picture I didn't want to see. She was building a life without me, and this order was her escape hatch. My phone rang. It was her lawyer, a man with a voice like polished steel. Mr. Larson, you've been served. Comply fully, or there'll be consequences. I wanted to scream, to demand answers, but the words caught in my throat. Why is she doing this? I managed my voice raw. He hung up, leaving only static and the distant bark of a dog. I stared at the park's empty swings, swaying in the breeze, and felt the weight of betrayal settle like damp fog. I couldn't go home, but I could think. I could plan. The restraining order barred me from contacting her. But it didn't stop me from living my truth. I drove to a coffee shop, the kind with chipped mugs and the hum of indie music, and opened my laptop. Our shared cloud account, her oversight perhaps, held years of photos, emails, and documents. My fingers trembled as I scrolled, guilt warring with desperation. Was I invading her privacy, or reclaiming my sanity? There it was, buried in a folder labeled miscellaneous. Emails to someone named Julian, her words dripping with intimacy. I can't wait to see you again. Last night was everything. My stomach churned, bile rising as I read on. Plans for a weekend in Montauk. A hotel booked under her maiden name. Photos of them together, her smile brighter than I'd seen in years, his arm around her like it belonged there. Each click was a hammer to my heart, shattering the man I thought I was, trusting, steadfast enough. I wanted to hate her, to let anger burn away the love still clinging to my bones. But all I felt was grief, heavy and suffocating, for the life we'd built. Our first apartment, with its leaky faucet and laughter-filled nights. The miscarriage that broke us both. Her tears soaking my shirt as we vowed to try again. Had that been real, or was I just a prop in her story? Doubt gnawed at me, but so did resolve. She wanted me gone, controlled, silenced. I wouldn't fight her in court, that was her game. I play mine. I obeyed the restraining order to the letter. No calls, no texts, no stepping within 500 feet of her. Instead, I sent an email to our entire circle, friends, family, her gallery colleagues. Not accusations, not venom, just the truth in its rawest form. I attached the emails, the photos, the hotel receipts I'd found. I'm stepping back, I wrote, because Claire needs space to live her truth. I wish her well. My hands shook as I hit send, knowing it would unravel her carefully spun narrative. She'd painted me as the villain, the controlling husband, but now the world would see her as she was. The fallout came fast. My phone buzzed with messages, shock, sympathy, anger. Her best friend Mara called, her voice tight with disbelief. She said, "You were abusive, Tom." She showed us bruises. Bruises? The word hit like a punch. I remembered Claire wincing last week, blaming a fall. Had she staged it, built a lie to bury me? Mara's silence stretched then. I saw the emails. "I'm so sorry." The gallery's Instagram went quiet. Her clients whispering about personal issues. Julian, I learned, was her business partner. A man I'd shaken hands with at her openings, his smile always too warm. Days later, Claire called, her voice a jagged mix of fury and tears. "You ruined me," she hissed. "I just wanted out." I stood in the park again, the swings still now, and let her words wash over me. "You could have told me," I said, my voice steady despite the ache. "You didn't have to destroy us." She hung up and I knew it was over. Not just our marriage but her carefully crafted escape. I'd obeyed her order, stayed 500 feet away. Never raised a hand or voice. But truth has a way of closing distances, of shattering plans. As I walked away, the park's leaves crunching underfoot, I felt something new. Not peace, not yet, but the faint stir of freedom. I'd lost her, but I'd found myself.